Hey, what's up YouTube? Thanks for visiting the channel. Let's here, first time YouTuber, so bear with me. I'm a knife enthusiast. Wanted to start a channel geared towards knife reviews, EDC review, mostly geared towards newer people in the knife community, people who have questions. I've been in the knife community for about 2 years now. Done a lot of research, done a lot of just watching YouTube channels and learning as much as I possibly could. So I figured maybe we could get started on a channel here, and if anybody wants to ask any questions, leave any comments, I'd be more than happy to read them. It just seems like it might be fun. I'm just going to go a few of my knives here. I'm stumbling all over my words. Show you guys what I'm all about a little bit. Just a small piece of my collection. The reason that I have these two guys out here, these are my, so far, my coolest and most expensive knives. Just kidding. These are the first knives I've ever owned. Oops, sorry, I bumped the camera there. So one day my wife tells me I need to get a hobby. So one day I was looking around on Amazon and I came across this this knife here, which obviously isn't top tier knife making quality, but the reason I bought this one of my favorite movies, Gangs of New York. They're in the beginning of the movie, Liam Neeson's playing a character shaving, and he hands the razor to his son and had some blood on it, and it just says to his son, the blood stays on the blade. So I just thought that was really cool. I thought this knife looked just like that, so I thought it was pretty awesome. And also when you ordered that knife, it came with this this knife as well for free, which I thought was pretty cool. And so it's an automatic, or I'm sorry, an assisted open recurve blade, compound grind, maybe, I think that might be. And it's also got a strap cutter and a glass breaker on it. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, right? So since then I've gotten into a little bit more exotic materials. Sorry about that. So as I said, I'm just going to go over a few of my knives here, show you guys kind of what I'm all about. The first thing I'm going to show you here is my favorite knife. This is my Spyderco Shaman, which I've had for about a year. That is S30V, so that's the standard version with aftermarket scales on it. The reason this is my favorite knife, honestly, is because I think it's just got one of the best blade profiles out there. And I just love the way it feels in my hand. I'm sure everybody's seen tons and tons of this, tons and tons of videos of this knife going around on YouTube. It's not exactly something that's not very well established in the knife community, but like I said, this is my favorite knife here. And I also have one that was my latest acquisition, which is the Hinder XM18 Spanto Battle Blue with blue black G10. This is by far the coolest knife that I own. I've been trying to get a hold of this guy for about a year now, and I just received it about 2 weeks ago, so I'm very happy with that. And the last thing I want to show you guys is a small collection within a collection. It's my collection of PM2s. Now, when I got into the knife community, I started looking around for knives on Amazon, a few other different sites. I hated Spydercos, hated them. I wouldn't even stop on a Spyderco and read the specs or anything, just because I'm like, I'll never own one of those things. But then one day, I bought a PM2 just for fun, just to see what it was all about. And so there's that one. It's the first time I've ever tried to put a force patina on, because it's got an M4 blade and it ended up with a little bit of corrosion on it. So that looks like crap, but it's still a good knife. It works pretty good. It cuts well. But I guess I liked it so much that I ended up going a little crazy. So I've got a small PM2 collection, which most people, I don't know if you'd really consider it a small collection, but a lot of people in the knife community would. I've seen collections of 30 or 40 knives. I have 9. So this is the Arctic Storm PM2, which I got from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. The second one that came out after this was the Jungle Wear PM2, if I can learn how to use it. The Lava Flow PM2. That's the last one that came out in that series, so I went out and I bought a set of aftermarket scales from Sharp Dreft Knives, and I got that in the White Storm. So those are the 4 colors I wanted to have in my collection. The next one I got was the Warncliffe PM2 from Cutlery Shop. You can actually still get that, I believe, if anybody's interested. Next one here is the Crew Carta, which is very popular with a lot of people in the knife community. I've had this one for probably about 2 months now. Second to last is the aluminum PM2 with blue scales. It's a pretty cool one, I think. And my most recent PM2 acquisition, the S90V PM2 with G10 teal scales. So that is my PM2 collection. Like I said, I'm starting this channel just to... I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of reviews at first. There's a lot of knives that I have that have been reviewed 10,000, 20,000 times already, so there's really no point in doing that. Yeah, if there's anybody out there that sees the video and you'd like to see a certain knife reviewed, I do have a lot of knives, so chances are I may or may not have one that you want reviewed. Just ask and I'll throw one up there. But the main reason the main reason I'm starting a channel is just to put videos out there to see if there's anybody who may know a little less than I do. You have any questions? Maybe just start a dialogue with some people. I like to help people learn. I like to help people, especially people getting into the knife community. I found that it's not the easiest community in the world to navigate. It can be frustrating. It can be financially catastrophic at times, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I know that there's not a lot of guys out there as crazy as I am when it comes to knives. Sometimes I'll start a new job and I'll meet a guy and he says, "Hey, are you a knife guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then he, proceeds to show me whatever knife that he has on him, and I'll start talking to him, and then all of a sudden I realize that he's got this glazed over look in his eyes. He doesn't have a clue what I'm talking about. So there's just nice to have some people to talk to about this stuff. So anyway, I think that's it. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. Again, if anybody's interested, throw me a message, send some comments. I'm more than happy to read them. Thanks for listening, and have a good day.